Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. A handoff to the back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Handoff to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, my gosh, the defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally with the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Gators with 1st and 10 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and get him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Commodores come to the line in a hurry up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
You set it down for the offense. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The Gators move into the red zone. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Ball handed off. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Remember, last time, looked for a 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. It's a fumble. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
But his defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got a man down the middle. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Looking to throw it again. Oh, they've got him for a sack. Made by the junior. Commodores come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cortez. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Commodores.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Tight end goes in motion. Play action here on 1st down. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And there's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
3rd down play for this offense. Leonard takes the toss, runs to his left. Finding space at the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scored a touchdown in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The linebacker shifting around now. Defense not pressing this time. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. You're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Movement here from the tight end. He'll hand it off. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback and told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hall. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Commodores. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here's that defense shifting again. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. After the miss, it's still a one-possession game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Gators. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Pass not complete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 10. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second and goal for the offense. They'll They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower.
Touchdown, Florida. And they will claim the second-half lead. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Defense is coming after him. And the freshman making an impact play.
Hey, my game glitched like shit right there, bro. That was a glitch.
Let's take a timeout or they check him out. Second down now after the sack. And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Second down after that previous play. Going with the old counter run here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. The Gators moving quickly down the field here.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the 1st down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play.
Makes a spectacular diving catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The Gators are on the move here. Linebacker shifting around now. Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Hall. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just...
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a big six, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.